of the National Football League.
Visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good playing it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Raiders, 1st down. 1st down, Las Vegas.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They'll run here with Pierce. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. In motion goes the tight end. H.M. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. It's out, it's loose. Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Cousins now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Myers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They set up the screen. Achan has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal, Raiders.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achan. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Achan once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Broncos nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins face a jet sweep, and on play action he wants to throw it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. This will be caught by Brown. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins completes it to the tight end Kittle. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Will take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Las Vegas first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
That's complete to Laporta. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
They go play action. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
41-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Cousins. His throw incomplete. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they've been big-time athletes all along, but their kicking is so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're getting the football back again.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets past 1 man. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. He'll keep it himself. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the Raiders' 32-yard line.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. On the out route, he finds Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And then whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, is it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, a 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Run back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Raiders. They are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that well, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raiders first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down,
first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and 10, it's Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Herbert now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. On the option right, Herbert. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Encroachment defense.
A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come out and get a big run the next down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pierce is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Looking to put a drive together. Cousins. A connecting here with Pittman on the out route. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Raiders first.
Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's another Las Vegas.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards on the play. And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Achane gets it from the gun. That is going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
First down.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. That nice pickup of 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll get this one to Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Cousins. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down
Cousins to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that's going to tie things at 20. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest. Let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raiders offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Herbert. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochan. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Connects with Kittle underneath. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and on play action he wants to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. Oh, good move. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Raider 1st down. A gain of 15. And the Raider 1st down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9-yard gain on the play.
They'll run forward with A-Champ. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, back to A-Champ. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A-Chan here, they stay on the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hopkins, strong run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chan. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, from 6 yards away. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36.
Play action now. Cousins. And he just gets rid of him. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be coming on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing. Cousins. Open man is Duvernay. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cousins on the keeper. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Plays caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Got him in. It's Brown. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
to throw. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their ball game. The big thing, stopping their run defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Here's Herbert. Open man is Myers. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Up the middle, Ochan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.